Okay, now we're doing the wall assembly. So this is our floor plan, and we've pretty much did everything we're supposed to do as far as building walls. We've finished our walls. So let me go and highlight everything that we finished. We did the staircase. We changed the staircase rather than making a square. We kind of gave it a rounded look. So we played around with that. We did this wall here with the opening. We did the bar. And we did the stage. All this is cut and ready to build. So let's start building it. First, what we're going to do is I got the heat gun on. The heat gun is very hot. You can see the glue melting. So we're going to be very careful with it. And it does make a lot of the stringy things. So just try to be as neat as possible. But more importantly, just don't get it on you because it will burn. Oh, look at that. It went on. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Now the next one. It burns. Okay, we got a little glue smearing out the back. I'll show you what we'll do with those cases. You can just get a little scrap piece and carve it away. And if you get some more, carve it away. Okay, these are just real quick placement stairs, you know, nothing fancy. Just to give you a visual where they walk in. Next, we're going to build the bar. So first things first, I'm going to pick the top that looks the best. This right here is definitely going to be the bottom. And I'm going to put my side supports on first. Nice little straight line. Don't go too thick with the wood or the glue. I said the wood. Go like this, attach it, keep it straight. Dries fairly quick, so move to the next one as quick as you can. And put that one down. Okay, this one's going to be a little different. I might close these in a little bit, do something with that, but for now, I'm going to attach these kind of like a curve, just like that. And what I'll do is I'll get a pencil and just kind of put like a little mark on the inside so I know where that glue is going. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'm going to put the glue right on here. Okay, and then just put that down right where it needs to go, corner to corner. Okay, and then if you want, which I'm going to do, is put a little bead of glue right in there. Gotta wait for a second to dry. Can't really rush this. And then there's this one here, which I'm going to close up and glue. Hey, look, the little notes I do. I make good little glue cooling fans. That one didn't have that much. I need to put more. All I can do is wait on this one. If you have a quick, ooh, I just thought of something. Don't do this at home. Canned air, when you hold it upside down, shoots out Freon that can freeze your fingertips. So we don't want to do this, but I'm just doing this as a little thought. Look at that, glue's dried. Oh my gosh, genius. Don't do that at home. All right. We've got the bar. Okay. And we are ready to start assembling on our floor plan. So let's do that. Earlier, we attached our floor plan, and now we're ready to put it together. We attached our floor plan paper draft to our cardboard paper. And hopefully I have enough. I'm going to need my drawings. There's my other missing one draft. There it is. Still need this as kind of like a little idea of where my walls are going to go. First wall I'm going to put in those far wall, which was A, C, wait, A, nope, it was B, C, and D. So this one here. And this will go pretty quick and easy, so just watch it. Bottom edge of the wall, you put some glue. Some people use a tape. I'm not big on the tape because after a while it starts to lift up. But just doing that right there. Line it up, get ready, and touch down. We're gonna let that sit just for a little bit. Okay, next I'm going to do this wall right here, which was the, I think it was AYL wall, which is this wall here, and it's going to go kind of like that. So again with the glue. I usually go light on the glue when I first put it down. You can always go back in and do what you got to do in certain areas. If you got to move anything. Like right now my wall isn't exactly going where I want it to go. This little gap back here is okay. It's not the end of the world. What I'll probably do is clean it up a little later and put another piece in there, kind of plug it up. One of these pieces, something similar to that, I'll probably just drop right in there. Or just leave it. Okay, next I'm going to put in our WX wall. Which one was this? Okay, this would be our W, so that would make this our X wall. We're going to go something similar to that. Before I put that in though, I'm going to put our 4-foot walls, W and O. W, O, N. Okay, we're going to put these in. Now these are going to get glued to the wall as well. So I'm gluing here and on the floor for each one of these. Now mind these, you can put a square on these when you place them to make sure they're perfectly straight, but it's not the end of the world if they're not. While that's drying, I'm going to do a real quick bead on my stage riser and attach a leg on that. Okay, and because it's a riser, it does move, so I'm not gluing it down. I'm just going to drop it in there. Okay, it just sits in there. And our next wall is going to be something like that. So first, I'll do a little bit of this. And then on the bottom of this one. And I don't know if you can see it on this camera, but there's definitely a lot of glue strings here. A lot of those, they dry almost instantly, so you just rip them out real quick, but try to get them, try to get that wall in there as quick as possible, because once it sets, it sets. Okay, at this point, it's starting to come to life a little bit. Okay, next we're going to do this P-wall. Basically, we've done this wall here, all through here, and then this little section here with the stage. And we're getting ready to put the P-wall in. It's basically a repeat on this side, so you'll be able to see, exactly what I did over there from another view. But let's go ahead and do that before a camera decides to, I don't know, batteries go out or something. P-wall, P-wall. Here's our P-wall, and this one's going to go right there like so. So right here, boom, 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 boom. Glue goes here, and then I'm also going to put glue right here because it is going to touch up against that other wall. Okay, so that wall's in. Next, we're going to kind of do a layout of this wall here that we were talking about earlier. We want the door That's how we're going to do it. So it's not going to follow the floor plan exactly, but it will be good for what we're doing. More strings. Oh my gosh, there's loose strings everywhere. Okay, and I'm gonna have to do a couple little things kind of crazy over here, but we have our H wall and our G wall, which I need to play around with. Here's our H wall. And our G walls here, and then there's also an F wall. So what I'm going to do is I want this wall, rather than being here, we're going to move it back here, which means that this wall is going to move here. Which means I might have to modify this wall. And then this wall is going to do something like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and do those. Add this one first. Okay, this is our H wall. Okay, then we're going to have our F wall, which I'm going to go ahead and put a rabbet cut on. Let me see, I need it. Yes, that way. So it's going to be something like that. And if I'm looking at it, it's actually a little too high. So it's okay to do a little modification here and there. It's not the end of the world. Okay, so right about there, looks much better. Gonna put my beaded glue in. Okay. Ow. And then my F wall, I'm gonna go ahead and put it, I'm gonna cheat it and put it at a side angle. Based off of our original design, it was a square, but I kinda like the idea of doing an angle. So it'll probably be something right around there. And again, right about there. Beaded glue. I'm doing this kind of off camera because I don't want glue spilling onto the plan, but it's okay. Okay, now we have our stairs that ultimately are going to go there, but there's a wall that goes right here, and I need to glue this in place. I wish I knew about this stuff when I was a kid, because I would have been building all sorts of like cool action sets for my Star Wars figures growing up. All right, the next wall is going to be this one here. It's going to be something like that with the stairs right in front of it. Okay, so bottom, bottom, thin line, and a thin line. Okay, move the stairs out of the way. Bring this in. So we got our stairs now in place. Hopefully you can see that pretty good. Realistically, I'd probably have a riser in here as well. I didn't do that, but just as a visual, we know where the stairs are going to go. And now I got to do this wall, which I'm going to have to modify just a little bit. We could say probably that much would do. I'm totally gonna eye this. No, I'm not. I want to cut a straight edge, so I'm not gonna totally eye it. You know what? All right, let's see if it lines up. We got that one, that one. And where's my rabbit? All right, next one. I'm just gonna put it on the floor for now because I gotta play around with some side angles. That's kind of hard to see with me gluing, but okay, I just gotta let it dry for a second. All right, after it dries, usually I'll put like a little dab of glue somewhere in there to kind of hold it together. Then, ooh, I don't have a lot of cord, so I gotta make some room over here. Turning it around, and on this back side, doing a little weld of glue. Okay, and again, if you ever have to smooth something out, just use some scrap. Okay. In fact, I could probably just put that right in there. Yeah, why not? All right, going back to correct orientation over here. Okay, now we got our 1, 2, 3 walls over here. V, what was it? Okay, TUV. I'm gonna put T in first. A little bit there and a little bit underneath. So one thing I'm spotting is the staircase is kind of in the way of this entrance right here. This might be a no longer used entrance. We'll play around with that idea. But this is part of building the walls. You know, you start to see where something works or doesn't work. You know, do we need to make that wall bigger? You know, it worked good on paper, but now that we're actually looking at a three-dimensional wall and playing around with some ideas, something might not work. And not last, but we got our archway we got to put in. Okay, and then just clear up some of that dried glue that looks like spider webs, which if you ever do special effects, spider webs, glue works great. But that's another lesson. All right, last is the drop-in of the bar. That goes right there. All right, so we got our bar. And that's it. So looking at it, looks pretty good. Not too bad. Looking at it right away, I know we need to do some modifications over here. This wall right here and this wall right here might benefit if we were to move it out another 2 feet maybe to get this opening here a little wider. That would bring this opening over to here. So that would definitely help over here. So I would say 2, if not 3 feet, move this whole section out. Okay. Same thing on the width. It looks like it's a little narrow here and here. So maybe we need to open that up. Originally, we had roughly a 4-foot opening. If you look at our original drawing, we had a 4-foot opening, but that's not working. Okay, so we need to actually have a bigger opening. So that's the drawing, and that's the model. 3-dimensional. What's cool about this is you can definitely play with lights. You can shine lights through doors and stuff like that to get a better visual of it. But that's our model, and that's all departments will share this. You can make a couple of these. That's making it by hand. They do have ones that, you know, obviously you can print out digitally. Take a little while to print out, but they look really good. And that's it. I hope you had fun watching this long series of videos, but hopefully you gained enough information to be encouraged to build your own. All right, so there it is, the Star Wars Cantina 3D model.